If you're using a Motorola phone, you probably already know that when it comes to major Android updates, they're pretty slow. And sometimes you only get 1 or 2 updates, or even none after that. So instead of waiting around, in this video I'll show you how to install the latest official Lineage OS on your Android phone, including unlocking the bootloader and flashing the ROM. And the phone I'm using here is the Moto G45, which is already over a year old. Right now it's running Android 15, and this is its final major update, meaning it won't receive Android 16 apart from security patches. Motorola originally promised just 1 major update and 3-year security updates. Since it launched with Android 14, still it's a pretty capable device powered by the Snapdragon 6's Gen 3 with 8 GB of RAM. So now the first step is to unlock the bootloader of this phone. And just keep in mind, this will void your device's warranty. If you're using an older Motorola device, not as a primary one, it's generally fine to experiment on, but it's still risky. If you don't follow the steps properly or don't have enough knowledge, you can easily brick your device, so consider yourself warned. This process is especially useful if you're using an older Motorola phone running Android 12 or 14. As we know, Android 16 is currently the latest, and Android 17 is also coming soon. To get started, go to Settings, then About Phone. As usual, to Device Identifiers. Here you'll find Build Number. So tap on the build number multiple times until it says, "You are now a developer." Then go back. Head into System Settings and open Developer Options. Scroll down here, enable OEM unlocking to allow the bootloader to be unlocked. Allow the permission, and also enable USB debugging. These steps are important. Now to unlock the bootloader, you'll need a PC. But if you don't have one, you can also use another Android device to unlock bootloader without the root. So for this, install the Bug Jaeger app on your secondary device. Before proceeding, make sure to back up all your important data, as this process will completely wipe your phone. Now, connect both devices using a Type-C to Type-C cable. On the host device, allow permission to access the Motorola phone. And on the Motorola device, allow USB debugging access permission. Once connected, the device will be recognized as a USB host. Now this phone will work as main computer host, so you can run commands and perform actions to the connected device. As you can see the logs here, the processes which are going on the connected device, which you can able to see ongoing activities of the host. If we do any action here, the log runs here based on the activity. Now, alright, go to the fast boot option. Here select the reboot into the bootloader option. Once it loads, you'll see the current status as OEM locked. Again, once you unlock the bootloader, your warranty will be void. And relocking it improperly can brick the device, so proceed carefully. Now, tap on the command prompt icon here and proceed. Here, now type command. Fastboot OEM get unlock data. This will generate the 5 lines of bootloader code, which are very important. Now copy all these lines and paste them into a Notes app. Now we need to edit these lines based on pattern, making it to single line. So remove the word bootloader and any brackets and make sure there are no spaces between these lines of code. Then copy the cleaned code. Okay, now open any browser and go to the official Motorola bootloader unlock page. Sign into your account, and if your device isn't listed, manually add your model. Enter your device IMEI. You can find this in the barcodes section using the volume keys in bootloader mode. On the top, it shows up right here. Once your device is recognized, we are good to go. So here in this page, we need to check for the eligibility. And if your device is not eligible, you can't do it anymore. Here, as we already followed our pattern of the bootloader code. So paste the unlock data code right here and check for eligibility. For some newer devices, it may take a few days or a week to receive the unlock key. And after verification, agree to the terms and request the unlock key. You'll receive the unlock code via email. Check the mail inbox. And alright, we got a mail, so copy the code. Go back to Bug Jaeger app and run the command fastboot OEM unlock. Paste your code right here and run the command. Once you run it, you can see a warning will appear on your phone. Carefully read the instructions. Then use the volume keys to select Unlock Bootloader. and proceed. And there you go. The bootloader is now successfully unlocked. OEM is now in unlock state. Now reboot the device. Keep in mind, this will completely wipe all the data to new. Once it boots up, complete the setup process. Also, if you had a Google account logged in before, make sure it was removed earlier to avoid FRP lock. All right now, complete the setup process as usual. And we are done. As usual again, go to Settings and enable Developer Options. Now let's check it once again. So here the OEM is unlocked, and also enable the USB debugging option. And that's it. This is our first step. And our device is now ready to flash custom ROMs, GSIs, or anything else. All right, now it's time to install and upgrade this phone's OS. We are going to install the official version of the Lineage OS ROM on this Android device, and its official page link is already provided in the description. It's also available for my Moto G45 based on my device model and hardware. There are multiple variants here. Make sure you are using the right device model. You can follow the guides for the installation process. It may be a bit complicated, but it's easy. And the best part is, you can update these builds to the latest versions based on the support. There are special boot modes and other sources. I'll talk about them later. So first, we need to get the builds from here. All right, so right now, Lineage OS 23.2 is the latest stable signed build. You need to download all these required image files like boot, DTBO, vendor, and others, and the main system flash file. Or you can use it as an update on the existing Lineage OS. This official build is also available for various devices like Asus, Google, and more Motorola devices. There are a lot of models including Nothing devices, OnePlus, Xiaomi devices, and Samsung phones as well. Guides might be different and may vary from device to device. You just need to choose your device model and then proceed. And here you can also view the update logs, the changes they have made in this update, and the installation guide from here itself based on your device model. So get all these required files. And if you have already installed the Lineage OS ROM, you can use this and apply it as an update in the recovery section. So here I have already copied all these files into a separate folder. Now to install this OS, we need to perform it using the ADB fast boot method, and it's easy to set up. Just search for Android SDK platform tools, or you can use the direct link in the description. Download the SDK platform tools for Windows, and accept the terms, and download. Now I'll copy this file to the path where I copied all my device files into a folder. Now extract the compressed file to get the platform tools folder. All right, now open the folder. Now we are going to install the Lineage OS using the ADB fast boot method. If you have confusion, you can follow the guide installation process as well for the commands to perform. So right now, these are the basic requirements. In my case, this is my device model. Also, to begin the process, first you need to remove all the Google accounts to avoid FRP lock. Also make a note that Lineage OS is provided as is with no warranty, so do follow the steps carefully to avoid brick issues. Now simply remove the Google accounts from the device. Also make sure that USB debugging is enabled in the developer options. Now let's go to the next step. Now connect the device to the PC via USB. Now in the platform tools path. Run command prompt. All right, it opens up. Now run the command ADB devices to check whether the device USB host is connected or not. All right, so here the list of devices will be shown. The device USB ID is recognized. Now type ADB reboot bootloader. The device will get booted into the bootloader. Here you can see the flashing is unlocked, USB transfer is enabled and connected. Now again, let's check it once more. Fast boot devices. Now also check with the command fast boot reboot fast boot. So, by default, this is the Android fast boot mode. Product name shows as Fogos. Secure boot is enabled, and you can also see the serial number of this device. So now let's reboot back to the bootloader. Now we need to flash the additional partitions first. We need to flash the DTBO image and the vendor boot image. So type fast boot flash DTBO in the path of the image file. And run it. Now flash the vendor boot image using fastboot flash vendor boot and drag and drop the path here. Then press enter. Now reboot the bootloader again using fastboot reboot bootloader. Now let's go to the next step. Now we need to flash the Lineage recovery image file using fastboot. So copy the command fastboot flashboot. Drag and drop the file path. And run it. Now we need to reboot into recovery to verify the installation. So navigate to the recovery option on the phone and reboot. As we installed the Lineage recovery image, and there we go. This is the Lineage recovery. From here, we need to install the Lineage OS ROM or update files. Now in recovery, we need to factory reset and wipe all the data. So perform the factory reset. All right, it's done. Now get back. Go to Apply Update. Select Apply from ADB. Now we need to sideload the Lineage OS zip file which we downloaded earlier. Now on the prompt, type ADB sideload and drag the file path here. Then run it. The installation process will start and it will take less than 10 minutes. And if you want to update your existing Lineage OS build, like from version 22 to 23, you can directly apply it using this sideload method. Now on the phone, don't panic. It's not an error. It will ask to reboot into recovery again. Just select yes. It will reboot into Lineage recovery again to verify the file integrity. Now we are done, so reboot the system. It will take a couple of minutes to boot. And there we go. Now remove the cable and complete the setup process as usual. And there we go. We are on the main interface. It feels much smoother now. This is the official stable version of Lineage OS. The UI looks refined and performance is smooth. It uses less memory and is focused on performance. For low-end devices, it works really well and is well optimized. Currently, it's based on Android 16, running Lineage OS 23.2 with the latest security update. Now, one major thing missing is Google Apps. If you want Google Apps and services, you can install them via Lineage Recovery. First, download the correct GApps package for Android 16 ARM64. Then again, use the same ADB sideload method. Make sure USB debugging is enabled. Run ADB devices. Then reboot into bootloader. Go to recovery mode and reboot into Lineage recovery as usual. Perform a factory reset again for a clean installation. Then go to Apply Update. Apply from ADB. Now run ADB sideload with the GApps file path and enter. It will install as an update. Once done, reboot the system. Complete the setup as usual, and now Google services will be installed and integrated. Now you can use Play Store and other services. Also, this device is not rooted. You can use it normally. And the secure boot is also enabled. Just note that relocking the bootloader is risky and may brick the device, especially on new generation Motorola devices. You can also use this OS on other supported devices. There are unofficial builds like GSI's, but compared to those, this official build is smoother and more stable. So anyways, that's it for this video. If you found this useful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.